So I will just use exercise to explain to you all. So while we are doing, I'll tell you why you do this, why you do that. Okay, so you can just follow through and we save the time. You can just start by doing the exercise. Okay, right. Now, for my preference, right, I would actually pick about 5 questions compared to about four. Because about 4 questions, right, you have to decide who to debit, who to credit, buku tunai plus or minus, all this. But if they come up with about 5 Lejar questions, they will prepare with the journal arm, journal hat, and buku tunai already. So you just need to bring this thing out from the buku catatan pertama. So compared to preparing BCP, this will be easier because in the buku catatan pertama they prepared for you, the spaces, where to put it, debit or credit is already planned. You just have to follow through. So that's why over here, let's talk about how you do your Lejar, okay? Now, Lejar goes by sistem catatan baru. So of course, I'm not gonna say like the usual one already lah. Usually we I draw a T shape, A, B, help all those no. So I'll just go straight to the point. Asset belanja, hasil EP Live E is having their own position, yes. But in Lejar, the main point is I must at least have one account didebitkan and one account dikreditkan. So the debit must have one account, credit also must have one account. And after we have planned for the debit and the credit, what we want to see is that these two butil will use each other as explanation. Okay, so then how do you know if the debit and the credit can use each other? Like I say, it's only when they are the same matter, so same urus niaga, then we will have them to abstain for each other. Lor. But if you say that their numbers are different, one is 500, another is 50, nothing same, then do you want to have a burgu for them? Obviously not. So then when we are saying the debit and the credit being planned in buku catatan pertama, right, it's literally in your journal arm already. Can you see? Tunai and bank is nearer to the line, while model have a bit of space before we write it. Why did we do that? Because model belongs to the credit side, while Tunai bank belongs to the debit. Don't you see that when the debit two numbers add together is also equals to 55,000, same as the credit? So equals to what? Equals to both Tunai and bank were contributed by your pemilik. So that's why our explanation for both the numbers would be model. While for model, if you want to explain what did the pemilik brought in, your explanation will be tunai dengan bank. So we didn't say that the minimum is equals to the maximum. No, the minimum is one each, but there is no maximum to it. If you want to have 10 debit account versus one credit, sure, just make sure that they are balanced, just like the case over here. We have two debit against one credit. But however, when you explain, can you use tunai to explain for bank, bank to explain for tunai? Never. So when explanation comes, we have to use the opposite direction. So means the two debit items can only use the credit name for an explanation. Is that clear? Okay, so to use different type names to explain lah. All right. So now, for journal arm, journal heart, and buku tunai, how do we work with it? Like I would say, the special case is buku tunai. Now, why is buku tunai considered as a special case? Because this buku tunai, it's a T shape, right? So, why special? Because this T shape is also gonna be used by Lejar. Okay, so in a way that you understand, buku tunai is actually a hybrid of what? Of buku catatan pertama plus Lejar. So the buku tunai already helped you completed account tunai dan bank. Can you understand? So later on when we are preparing Lejar, do I still need to open account tunai, account bank? No need for that because in your buku tunai, you already have a Baki HP and Baki BB, which is exactly what a Lejar was supposed to find. Lah. So we will be saving our time. Anything of tunai bank word, you will skip. But if the item were to use tunai bank to explain, can we still write it? Yes. Example, I don't need to open Tuna and bank account, but I have to open model, right? How can I explain the 55,000, we will still use tunai dengan bank as an explanation only. So the point is you don't need to open account tunai, account bank, but can you use the term tunai bank as explanation? Can. Okay, so don't get me wrong because a lot of students were thinking, teacher, I thought you say cannot use tunai bank. Not cannot use, just don't need to open the ledger for them. Can get it? Okay, guys. So any problem? All okay? Okay. Yeah, okay, all right. So then let's start with our journal arm here, yeah. Now, every time when we're doing Lejar, right, explanation means inside you write like this T shape model. Your explain is tunai, right? This is explanation. The butil lah that you put inside. Okay, right. So now for journal arm, journal has and buku tunai. Usually my pattern is I like to go with the sequence, okay? But maybe in your school teacher just ask you to randomly start from anything also can. So I will use numbering system to see how many layers we have. But so we start off with journal arm, right? I said tunai bank don't need to open ledger because it's already inside buku tunai, right? The proof is yeah, 4,008, 50,200. It's already here. Can you see what's the explanation? Model. Exactly, it's already done. Okay, so then now you can go ahead and tick off your tunai and the bank. This is completed. So the first account we will have to open is model. Now, do I need to repeat the same number for this model here? Okay, no need because it is June 1st. Same number as what we are about to record in here, right? So that's why you just choose one. Do you want to record it from the journal arm or you want to record it from the book tonight? Doesn't matter, but just pick one. Don't do two because both are the same thing. You understand? So this journal arm, we're gonna do it already. Then this one, you can just leave it aside because they are the same matter. Okay, because we said that buku tonight is account tonight, account bank. So they are just showing you that Tunai Bank has done part of the catatan berku, but model has yet to done it. So that's why we're gonna prepare it for them now. Hold on, so end on my screen. Let me just remove it. Okay, come, let's continue. Now, so model is the first account. There's no more other model. We're gonna move on to the second name. Now, file berhad. Okay, continue to number two. So we just go by the sequence. As long as it's not tunai, it's not bank, then we will put numbering for them. Now file, did it appear a second time? You check throughout your whole question. Any more now file berhad? Can see it not? Any more now file berhad? Yes, where is it at? Buku tunai, correct. So we put the same number for it. So means that you will have two things appearing in the second account of Naufal Berhad. You will see June 3rd and also June 9th to be recorded inside law. So whether the position is the same, later we will identify. Okay, so we continue. The third account to open will be Berlian. Any more Berlian? Let's check. Not possible to appear in the two because it's called Journal Jalan and Ulangan Jalan. So the only place you can check is from your buku tonight, but there is no Berlian. So we're gonna move on to number 4, Club Kayak. So this is the first time, and we have a second time of Club Kayak down here. So that's two things for account number 4. So number 5 will be Jalan, but this is not the first time. We also have a second time over here. I also use this number method. Yeah, it's the best to check whether you missed out anything. Because as long as the name is different, then you will give it a different number. So it's best during exam as well. So you just want to make sure you don't miss out anything. Because last time when I was learning Lejar, my teacher never teach us this way. So we were so lost. We don't know where we're at. What account, how many accounts we're supposed to open. So I think having numbers will be best to guide you lah. Okay, so jalan is done. Then it's number 6, Pulangan Jalan. So Pulangan Jalan no need to repeat. It's only one time. So then after that, there's no more things that for us to label because this buku tonight is a bit rare lah. There's no discount column. You realize, okay? So since there's no discount column, we're safe. Everything is already labeled. Now we do not take Baki, HP, and BB as Lejar because this belongs to tunai dengan bank. Their balance amount is not supposed to have a Lejar on its own. So right now we will be preparing the first account to the number 6 account. Okay, so how we do it, I didn't give you all ledger paper, but this one doesn't make any difference. I'll say you just use your exercise book. It's very convenient. Use pencil and ruler, erasers as well. So get ready with these three things. Take out your exercise book. Okay, what I plan to do is later you'll use pencil, right? Okay, you're right. October week 3, we're doing revision on Form 4 Bab 5 ledger. So after you write question number 1, okay, then I want you to draw a horizontal line. Okay, find a center point. Use your pencil or mechanical pencil also can. Draw the line straight down the whole page. Find the middle point and draw it straight down. So then why use mechanical pencil or pencil? Because later on, you don't have to say, oh, how many rows I need to use for the account. You just use until wherever. Let's say for the first account, you will need about 6 rows. So after 6 rows, you finish using, then you can erase 2 rows away. Then you may continue to the next account by just drawing the horizontal line. So you get the point. Horizontal line is very easy to draw. It's the straight line where you have to keep finding the center point very troublesome. So it saves you time now. You just need to draw the line that is easier to draw. Is that okay? So later we will be doing that. Okay, no, put it back first. Okay, come. So we will have 6 accounts to prepare. From my physical class, I see most people cannot fit 6 in the ledger lah. Okay, so in this paper, so I guess you all will have to use 2 pages. 1 page for 5 ledger and another page for the number 6. But don't worry, for the second page, you also draw the same thing because second question we will continue the same method lah. Okay, come. We're gonna prepare the first account, yeah. Oh, well, my question first is, do you guys recognize where is your debit and credit side? Debit is left or right? Debit is left or right? Okay, good. Debit is left side, and then credit is right hand side. So if you think that you will get confused, then it's better for you to write in general for all of the ledger lah. Yeah, actually, I say it's not uncommon because even when I am sitting for exam, I also feel doubtful about my own memory. It's like, is the debit on the left or the right? Sometimes you get confused because you do too much, okay? So I say then, if you think you will forget, then better you write first, then later you can keep referring. Okay, come. So the first account we're gonna prepare is model. Remember, if it's a non-living thing, it's not a person's name, we can add account. But if it's like now file or club kayak, do you add account in front? You don't. Okay, so like model is a non-living thing, so we put account model. Title must have the word account. Now looking at your journal arm, you can see that the model is positioned on the credit side. So we will have to explain how did it become 55,000. So your explanation will be 29,408, bank 50,200 to get your model into 55,000. So the position is where you want to put inside the ledger. Credit side, right hand. 2022, June 1st, 29 bank. This is how you explain the money law. Okay, so it's a 4,829, 50,200 bank. This total is equals to the 55,000 we wanted just now from the journal up. Then how do we close the ledger? Yeah? In Bab 5, there's no such thing as untung rugi or those. As long as it's a ledger, all ends with Baki, HP, and BB. So because you must look at which chapter you're doing. If next week, when we go into chapter 8.1, then we will write untung rugi. But now for Bab 5, since our target is to bring it into imbangan duga, so all you do is end Baki HP, Baki BB. Keep doing the same thing. So how you know the position? No need to memorize. Just see wherever is smaller, then you put your Baki HB, and it's always gonna be month end or year end. So apparently this question we are only doing 1 month lah. So June 30, Baki HB 55,000 and becomes July 1st, Baki BB 55,000. Why you laughing? Okay, right, 55,000. So now we have finished the first ledger. You can erase 2 rows and then continue to the next account. But don't worry lah, guys. If exam time they are coming out with Lejar, right? They surely will give you the paper. But I would say it's nothing different than you drawing it yourself lah. Because even if you have the Lejar paper, you still have to write all this yourself. It's just that the first row of your Lejar paper, you have to write tarik, butil, folio, and jumlah. Repeat on the other side. So that's the thing you have to prepare on the first row. Yeah. So they will give you the T shape. I mean, they don't give you the T shape, but however, drawing it doesn't make it obvious. I mean, because the line is very thick. So no matter how you draw, still not very obvious one. So some people just give up drawing the line. They just prepare the title and then that's all. Yeah. So it's convenient if you don't want to draw the line lah, but better if you draw it lah. Put some effort lah. Okay. You can draw it at the end. This is why I hate Lejar because very repetitive, right? So later you will see lah. We keep doing the same thing. Baki HP, Baki BB. Okay, come. Second account is Naufal Berhad. Remember I said if it's a shop name or a person's name, we do not add account in front. So for Naufal Berhad, how should we do it? Say, reminding you guys that Journal Am and Journal Has is almost the same. Just that now the catatan bergu is between these two items, Naufal and Berlian. So you can see Berlian actually have a site already decided here, the folio written debit. So if Berlian were to be debit, then to fulfill system catatan bergu, I have to put Naufal to the credit side. So explanation wise, that use each other, right? Naufal will explain it as Berlian, but Berlian doesn't explain as Naufal because don't you see that the date is different than above? So then since it's using a month end, we just need to use a general term to explain for everybody inside the journal Berlian. So no matter you have only 1% or 10% inside the journal Berlian, we still have to write it as account berupaya. Okay, so come. So first thing, we go to the credit side of Naufal, put in June 3rd. Credit side, 2022, June 3rd, written as Berlian. RN 14787. Okay, but now how Berhad have a second time. Other than here, we also have it inside the buku tonight. So the way to settle for buku tonight is easier than journal Am and journal Has because you understand that buku tonight is a hybrid. They already completed for account tonight, account bank. So means when you see this number 9360 sitting on the credit of bank, means bank done the credit. So where do the Naufal Berhad have to go? Naufal has to go debit side. Okay, so then explanation is bank. Okay, so let's go to the debit side, put in as June 9. Written as bank 9360. And then for us to end this ledger, you will have to go to the smaller side, put in June 30, Baki HP. Now use your calculator and find out how much is 14787 to minus 9360. Okay, good job. Zhengyu and Ophelia is correct. 5427. All right. So move this number to the opposite side. Make it July 1st. Baki BB 5427. Complete. Let's move on to number 3. Erase two rows, go to the second Lejar. Oh, third one, sorry. Third one. Third one is going to be account balance. Okay, we only have one time of it on June 30. So the position is already decided lah. Debit side to write account belum bayar. So go to the debit side of account balance. Put in 2022 June 30 account belum bayar. 14787. So how do we close it? Repeat. Go to the empty side, put in 2022, June 30, baki HB. One four seven eight seven. Okay, but this time because both sides is the same number on the same row, right? So we don't need to waste time to write the total again. We can just put a double line. Okay, and then bring the HB down to July 1st, baki BB. 14787. Okay, so this is completed. Then we remove two rows, continue to number 4. So my plan is we will do question 1 and question 3 because question 3, the beginning is a little bit different. Then after that, we will do account kalan question depending on our time. I'm planning for 30 minutes on account kalan, not too much. Okay, so for point number 4 is club payak. Club kayak. What's the position? Let's look back at our journal. Club Paya is currently doing a catatan bergu with account jualan. So if jualan is default credit, means Club Kaya have to go debit. The explanation why Club Kaya will be explained as jualan, but jualan will explain Club Kaya as account belum terima. This is due to them using the last date of the month, means like a summary. Total, how much did we sell to our customers? Do I need to know who is those customers? No need. If you want to know, you can just look at those Lejar has, which is the person's name. You can find from that. Okay, so let's do for Club Kaya. Debit side, 2022, June 17th. Explanation, jualan. Number is 3553. But we have also the second time for Club Kaya, yeah. Other than the debit side, Club Kaya also have something to record on the credit because pulangan jalan is debit, right? So for Club Kaya, explain pulangan jalan. Pulangan jalan also explain Club Kaya as ABT. So it will be the same for these two lah, account jalan and account pulangan jalan. So you can imagine if account belian is ABB, means account pulangan belian also will have ABB for explanation. So they're like a set lah. Okay, so come, let's go to the credit side of Club Kaya 2022, June 23. Pulangan jualan. RM 57. Okay, so to find out your Baki HB, just go to your credit side because it's the smaller side. Put in 30 Baki HB. Total will follow 3553. So 3553 minus 57, get our Baki HB to be 3496. Done with this, make it into July 5th. Baki BB, 3553. Then now remove two rows, go to number 5. It should be the last space in your current page already, right? No more space below. If you still have space, you can continue for number 6 lah. But I think rare because you guys all using the same exercise book, right? It should be the same length lah. Okay. All right. So number five is account jualan. Now be aware that this jalan did appear two types, and every time when there's multiple times for the same account, you make sure to check on the date sequence. Oh, sorry, I write wrong. Thank you for telling me. My problem. Sorry, 3496. Go and write total down already. So this one is also a common mistake, lah, by the way, just saying. Because I have seen quite a lot of students do that as well. So you see, even if I can make the mistake, means you all might also do the same mistake. So when you guys choose to do Lejar questions, make sure to check lah. So to see if your Baki BB is any different than your HPA or not. Sometimes you don't realize, like me. Okay, I didn't realize before. So thank you for letting me know. Alright, so let's continue to Jualan, yeah. For Jualan, right, the choice is you have two, right? This one is 30 June and this is 15 June. So of course your sequence must start from 15 only to the 30. And both of them are going to the same side, by the way, because what you see is it appeared in Buku Tunai debit side for bank. So they have already debited bank, means bank increase because of Jualan. So Jualan will have to fulfill the credit side. Explanation as bank 564. All right, so let's go to the credit side of Jualan. 2022, June 15. This is the first time. Written as bank 564. Okay, so this is the first time. Second time is the one from your journal Jualan. We set to put to the credit side, written as ABT. So whatever stuff from buku tonight, we just stick it like wherever journal EDC no need. Yes, correct. Because buku tonight is a lejar so they already done part of the catatan buku, like this one. Debit and the credit, you're supposed to do two but buku tonight already done either the debit or the credit. So you just need to help them fulfill the other side. But for journal journal has, they haven't done any catatan buku at all. So you have to complete both the sides for them. That's why you will be copying wherever their sides is, you follow through. Okay, so for jalan, now we're putting to credit side now. Just put 30. Explanation is account belum terima. So the number is 3553. Okay, so we're almost done for jualan. Just need to end this account with 2022, June 30, Baki HP. So how to find Baki HP? We will total up the 564 and the 3553. Make it into total and the HP. Alright, so 564 plus 3553 equals to 4117. We want this for both the sides. And then once again, end with the same way. July 1st on the opposite side of your Baki HB, 4117. Okay, so I think you guys reached the end of your page, right? So you can go to a new page now. Also draw the horizontal line first. Okay, then you find out where is the middle point. Draw for your whole page. Okay, so last one, number six. Number six is account pulangan jualan. So always account pulangan jalan will only have one record lah, because pulangan jalan cannot happen when it's already paid for. So as long as it's a secara credit method, then the customer can choose to return you back. So that's why the only way you can see pulangan jalan is through journal pulangan jalan, nowhere else already. So you will have the number put in to the debit side, written as ABT. So debit is on the left, 2022. June 30. Explanation, account belum terima. These are the people who return back the items. 57. Okay, so to end this account, same. Baki HP and then Baki BB. Okay, sorry. RM 57. All right, so next, bring the HB to the opposite side. July 1st, Bucky BB, also 57. Okay, so we're done for question number 1. Now, this question is quite tricky. You make sure you read first before you start. Because a lot of times when you say, oh, the leisure question, really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and mana tahu the question actually asks for leisure sahaja. Okay, so what does it mean by leisure leisure have two types. Account, bukan perorangan. Means all the item account, like model also included lah. Okay, we say alatan pejabat, okay, perabot. But do you record person's name? No, because those people's name are considered as leja hat. So we only want account bukan perorangan that are those. And also, if we were to have account perorangan, it is gonna be account model, account ambilan, and account kawalan. Is it okay? So that why is it considered account for orangan? Because model and ambilan is done by permilate. But why is it we can open? Because these two doesn't go by the permilate's name, right? It's by the action. While kawalan is also the same thing. I don't even mention anybody's name inside. We just go by what's the total debt that my customer owes me. So that's why you see, since we said account kawalan is part of Lejar but they didn't ask for both. They only say termasuk account kawalan belum terima. So we do this for them. What about belum bayar? No need to open. Okay, so now we will be numbering our leja according to sequence that does not include all these Pop Berhad, Kedai Muni, Jaya Store. Is that clear? You don't want all the person's name because those are leja hat. Nama, don't want. Okay, this one don't want. Only one leja. Okay, come, let's start. So the first ledger we're going to be opening. Now, why did I say question 3 is a must for us in class? Because they didn't write the keterangan for your journal. You see, they just put a list of items and then no keterangan. But this one here has it. So that's why they're trying to trick you. But it's not tricky at all because once that person's name appearing, means this business is already existing. If you don't sell, how you gonna have a person's name to owe you, right? So the point is here, the explanation, if they were to put it, it should be baki, asset, liability, dan model pada tarik ini. Okay, but we don't have to write so much now. I just want to tell you, the main point is they should be explained as the baki of the business. So since everything here is baki, later when we explain, semua butil, sorry, I might be a bit too long. Baki bibi. All of them, you use the word baki bibi. So do they do catatan regu? No, never. So they go by their own numbers. So over here, what we want is not the tunai, not the bank. We only want to take alatan, inventory, model. Is that clear? So just don't care about the Kedai Muni, the Jaya store, and the Pop Berhad. But because now I don't need to open account belum bayar, so you can remove Pop Berhad, keep the Kedai Muni and the Jaya store because these two will go into account kawalan belum terima. To be also used as what? Also to be used as the baki BB. But later when you pick it, right, you have to jumlahkan as the BB law. So we can count in advance first lah. 880 plus 1,400. Later for account kawalan, the baki BB to begin from is 2280. Is that okay?